G'day everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In some countries, women outnumber men so much that it shapes the entire social landscape. Today we're counting down the top 10 countries with the highest number of single women and exploring the surprising reasons why. Grab a cuppa, get comfy, and let's dive in. Number 10. Australia. When you think of Australia, you might imagine sun-soaked beaches, kangaroos hopping across the outback, and of course those famously rugged Aussie blokes. But when it comes to the numbers, Australia has a surprising twist that most people don't expect. Sure, the stereotype is all about tough men, but the statistics reveal a different side to the story. Australia is actually home to more women than men. Across the country, there are about 100,000 more women than men. But here's where it gets interesting. If you look at people under 35, the numbers are almost perfectly balanced. Pretty much even Stevens, as the Aussies might say. Once you hit 35 though, the balance starts to tip. Women begin to outnumber men, and as the years go by, that gap just keeps getting wider. By the time you reach the older age groups, the difference is impossible to ignore. This isn't just a quirk of fate. It's partly because men in Australia, like in many countries, have a lower life expectancy. But it's also about changing life patterns. More women are living independently, focusing on careers, or choosing different paths than previous generations. For women over 35, this means the dating pool genuinely shrinks. It's not just a feeling or a hunch, it's a reality backed by numbers. The data shows that as women get older, there are simply fewer men available, especially for those looking for partners in their own age group. Many accomplished, independent women find themselves single, not because they aren't trying, but because the odds are quietly stacked against them. It's a subtle, often overlooked aspect of modern Australian life. This imbalance shapes everything from the dating scene to social events, especially in Australia's bustling cities where the effect is most noticeable. So, Australia earns its spot on our list, not because of a dramatic gender gap, but because of how age and shifting demographics quietly change the odds for so many people. It's a gentle start to our countdown, but a fascinating one that reveals how even small imbalances can have a big impact on everyday life. So, where are we headed next? Let's find out as we continue our journey around the world. Number 9 is Switzerland, where the story is all about education and expectations. For Swiss women aged 30-45 with university degrees, less than half are married. Meanwhile, their male peers are much more likely to be married. As women become more educated and independent, their standards for a partner rise. They want equals, not just providers. Sometimes that equal is hard to find. In Switzerland, being a single, accomplished woman is common, a direct result of empowerment and shifting social norms. It's not about a lack of men, but about women choosing not to settle. A high-class problem, but a real demographic trend. Number 8. Denmark. A country where living alone is the norm. Nearly half of Danish households are single-person homes. Here, being single isn't seen as lonely. It's a sign of independence and a strong welfare state. Young Danes move out early, and there's little pressure to marry by a certain age. Women, who tend to live longer and are often well-established, form a large, visible community of singles. Life is full: friends, careers, hobbies, and a partner is an addition, not a necessity. In Denmark, being single is normalized and respected. It's about being whole on your own terms, a cool, happy way to live. Number 7. Norway, another Scandinavian country with a twist. Like Denmark, about half of households are single-person, thanks to a strong economy and culture of independence. But Norway's oil and gas industry means many men work offshore for weeks at a time. In cities, this creates a real shortage of available men on any given day. The dating pool for women shrinks, not because of the census, but because so many men are literally out at sea. Combine that with a culture that celebrates singlehood, and you get a large, visible population of single women. Norway's unique economy shapes its social and romantic landscape. Number 6. Germany. A country where independence is a lifestyle. Around 44% of German women are not in a relationship, especially in big cities like Berlin and Munich. Urban life is fast-paced and career-focused. Settling down is often secondary. Single living is a respected choice, not a temporary state. Social life is vibrant, and being single doesn't mean being alone. The high number of single women reflects a culture that values personal and professional growth. Female independence is a core part of German identity. Germany's scale and modernity make it a standout on our list. Number 5. Mexico, where the reasons are economic and social. There are nearly 4 million more women than men. Migration is a big factor. Millions of men leave for work in the US, often not returning. High male mortality from dangerous jobs and violence further widens the gap. Many communities are left with mostly women, children, and the elderly. Women have become incredibly resilient, running households and businesses. The lack of available men is a constant reality. Mexico's story is one of migration, loss, and female strength. Number 4. Lithuania, a small country with a huge gender imbalance. Women make up about 53% of the population, roughly 10 for every 8 men. The roots go back to World War II and the Soviet era, which devastated the male population. Today, men have one of the lowest life expectancies in the EU, driven by health issues and risky behaviors. Women outnumber men from youth and outlive them by over a decade. The result, a large population of single women, especially older widows. Lithuania is a powerful example of how history and health shape society. Number 3. Ukraine, a country where war and history have left a deep demographic scar. Even before the recent conflict, women outnumbered men by millions. World War II, the Soviet era, and poor male health outcomes set the stage. The ongoing war has taken a devastating toll, with millions of men mobilized and many killed or wounded. Women are central to society, but many are widows or have partners at the front. The gender gap is now as high as 8 million. Ukraine's crisis is both demographic and humanitarian. Number 2. Russia, home to one of the world's most striking gender gaps, a phenomenon that shapes the country's society in profound ways. Today, there are about 77 million women and just 66 million men in Russia, a staggering difference of 11 million people. This gap is visible everywhere, from bustling city streets to quiet rural villages, and it affects nearly every aspect of daily life. The roots of this imbalance stretch back to the devastating losses of World War II, when millions of young men perished on the front lines. But the story doesn't end there. Persistent public health crises, especially among men, have kept the gap wide. Russian men have one of the lowest life expectancies in the developed world, often dying nearly a decade earlier than women. This means that as people age, the gender gap becomes even more pronounced, leaving many women without partners or male relatives. Alcoholism, accidents, and violence are major factors behind this crisis. High rates of alcohol consumption, risky behaviors, and preventable injuries all contribute to the early deaths of Russian men. For much of their lives, Russian women face a severe shortage of men, especially as they grow older. Many women spend their later years surrounded mostly by other women, shaping the fabric of families and communities. Despite these challenges, Russian women are highly educated, ambitious, and active in society. They excel in universities, careers, and public life. But competition for partners is intense, and traditional expectations still linger. Russia's social landscape is still defined by its past, with echoes of history shaping the present and influencing the future for millions of women and men across the country. And at number 1, Brazil, where the story is all about choice. This vibrant country is not just known for its stunning landscapes and lively festivals, but also for a significant social shift that is redefining the role of women in society. Over half of Brazilian women are single, not because of a huge gender gap, but because of changing values. These women are embracing their independence and making choices that reflect their personal aspirations and dreams. Brazilian women are now more educated than men, and with that comes financial independence. Higher education has opened doors to numerous opportunities, allowing them to pursue careers that were once dominated by men. The old expectation to marry young is fading. Women are prioritizing careers, travel, and self-fulfillment. They are exploring the world, advancing in their professions, and investing in their personal growth. They refuse to settle for less than equality and respect. This new generation of Brazilian women is vocal and active in advocating for their rights, ensuring that their voices are heard in every sphere of life. Being single is a statement of independence and ambition. It signifies a commitment to personal goals and a rejection of societal pressures to conform to traditional roles. Brazil is the ultimate example of women dictating the terms of their own lives. They are celebrating their freedom and unity, showing the world that happiness and success are not defined by marital status. Here, the high number of single women is a triumph, not a crisis. It is a testament to the power of choice and the strength of women who are shaping their own destinies. So there you have it, from Australia's subtle shifts to Brazil's revolution of choice. The reasons for so many single women are as diverse as the countries themselves. It's a story of resilience, independence, and changing social norms. Women are increasingly the architects of their own lives. If you found this fascinating, hit like and share your thoughts in the comments. This trend is about more than dating. It's about a global shift in power and possibility. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.